If the UK fails to strike a trade deal with the EU before the end of the year, it will be a catastrophe for Germany, which will be harder hit than any other member of the EU 27, a former MEP has said. Hans Olaf Henkel, who is also a former Federation of German Industries (BDI), said Germany's massive car industry would be dealt a huge blow, as would other key sectors, and warned Brussels against complacently assuming Brexit was merely a British problem. Mr. Henkel was speaking after the publication of a report by credit insurer Euler Hermes, which puts the chances of a no-deal outcome at 45%. The report suggests such an eventuality would jeopardize exports totaling €33 billion, of which those from Germany would make up a quarter, €8.2 billion, by far the highest figure in the bloc. Mr. Henkel told Express, "It is all too obvious that Brexit is a lose-lose proposition for both the EU and Britain." However, the impression reigning in EU circles suggests that it is primarily a British problem. Before Brexit, Britain was the largest single customer of the other 27 countries, ahead even of China and the United States. The corresponding risk for his own country should not be understated, Mr. Henkel said. He added, for Germany, the third largest exporting nation of the world, Britain was the third largest single customer, behind the US and China. Even with a deal aimed at letting the UK remain in the European single market, the economic impact would be very detrimental to both UK and Germany. But without it, Germany would suffer more than any other EU country barring Britain herself. To illustrate his point, Mr. Henkel explained, just look at the number of German-made limousines driving in British cities. Due to the high value of BMWs, Mercedes, Audis and VWs, Britain was a formidable customer of the German car industry. Even before the end of the transition period on December 31, Brexit was having an impact, Mr. Henkel pointed out. He said, since Brexit sales of German-made cars have dropped dramatically in Britain. Exports of British-made BMW Minis to the whole world indicate that Britain is not only benefiting herself from the common market but also that BMW has a lot to lose if a no-deal scenario results in huge bureaucracy, tariffs and supply chain complications for the exports of British-made Minis.